Hello everyone! Today, we're going to talk about something serious, something that often hides behind a charming smile, grand gestures, and powerful words. We're talking about the malignant narcissist, a personality type that is not just self-absorbed or arrogant, but dangerously manipulative and cruel. Let's begin by understanding what a malignant narcissist really is. 1. What is a malignant narcissist? A malignant narcissist is not your typical narcissist who just wants attention or admiration. This is a much darker personality. It's a blend of narcissistic personality disorder, antisocial behaviour, sadism, and often even paranoia. They crave control, they seek power, and they will do whatever it takes to manipulate, dominate, and destroy anyone who stands in their way. They aren't simply difficult people, they are dangerous ones. 2. The psychology behind malignant narcissism. From a psychological standpoint, malignant narcissism exists on the extreme end of the narcissistic spectrum. Unlike someone with garden-variety narcissism who wants to be admired, a malignant narcissist seeks to break others down to feel superior. They show a pattern of lack of empathy, aggressive control, deceitfulness, exploitation paranoia. Psychologists like Erich Fromm and Otto Kernberg were among the first to describe this pattern. They noted that malignant narcissists have both narcissistic grandiosity and the cruelty of a sociopath. In other words, these individuals are not just full of themselves, they're willing to destroy others to protect their fragile ego. 3. Key traits of a malignant narcissist. Let's look at 10 core traits that define them. Manipulativeness. They are masters at twisting facts using charm, guilt, or fear to control others. 2. Paranoia. They constantly feel attacked or misunderstood, even when no threat exists. They imagine enemies where there are none. 3. Sadistic enjoyment. They enjoy hurting others emotionally, and sometimes even physically, especially if it gives them a sense of superiority. 4. Dehumanization. They do not see people as individuals with feelings. Others exist only to serve their purpose, or to be discarded. 5. Control through fear. They often use intimidation or emotional abuse to maintain power in relationships. 6. Extreme entitlement. They believe they are above rules, above accountability, and that consequences are for other people, not for them. 7. Vindictiveness. If they feel slighted or criticized, they can hold grudges for years and will go to great lengths to get even. 8. Chronic lying. They lie without remorse. Truth is a tool to be bent, not something they feel bound to. 9. Emotional vampirism. They feed off your reactions. Your pain is their fuel. 10. No remorse. You won't get an apology. You'll get justification, blame, or silence. 4. How they operate in relationships. At first, malignant narcissists seem magnetic. They know how to present themselves well, confident, intelligent, and often charismatic. But over time, their charm gives way to control. They will love bomb you with affection or praise. Quickly shift to criticism, gaslighting, and isolation. Create a trauma bond, where fear, hope, and confusion trap the victim, undermine your confidence so you become dependent on them. They do this gradually, so you may not even realize it's happening, until your self-worth is shattered and your world feels small and unsafe. 5. The impact on victims. Being close to a malignant narcissist, whether as a partner, family member, colleague, or friend, is traumatizing. Victims often suffer from CPTSD, complex post-traumatic stress disorder, anxiety and depression, loss of identity, feelings of worthlessness, hypervigilance or emotional numbness, and sadly, the longer you're exposed to them, the deeper the damage becomes. 6. Why it's so hard to leave. You might wonder, why don't people just walk away from them? Because malignant narcissists are master manipulators. They alternate between idealizing you and devaluing you. They make you question your memory, your reality, and your self-worth. This psychological conditioning makes it extremely difficult to break free. They also isolate you from your support system, friends, family, or colleagues, so you feel trapped, confused, and alone. 7. Recognizing the cycle of abuse. There's a predictable pattern in how malignant narcissists operate in close relationships. Idealization, you're everything to them. 2. Devaluation, you're suddenly never enough. 3. Discard, they cut you off coldly or provoke you to leave. 4. Hoovering, they come back, pretending to change, pulling you in again. This loop is repeated until you're emotionally destroyed, or until you escape. 8. Can malignant narcissists be helped? This is a difficult truth. Malignant narcissists rarely change. Unlike someone with mild narcissistic traits who might become self-aware, malignant narcissists see nothing wrong with their actions. In fact, they take pride in being cunning, powerful, and untouchable. Even in therapy, they are likely to manipulate the therapist, play the victim, or use sessions to blame others. Treatment is not impossible, but it is extremely rare for them to genuinely seek change or reflect on their own behavior. 9. Protecting yourself. If you suspect you're dealing with a malignant narcissist, here's what you can do. Set strong boundaries. Don't justify, explain, or argue, just say no. Do not share personal information. They will use it against you. Limit contact, or go no contact if possible. Document everything, especially if you are dealing with legal or custody issues. Get support. Talk to a therapist, support group, or trusted person. The most important step is to trust your gut. If something feels wrong, it probably is. So here are my final thoughts, from awareness to empowerment. Malignant narcissists thrive in the shadows, in silence, secrecy, and confusion. But when we bring light to who they are, how they operate, and the harm they cause, we begin to take back our power. This talk isn't just about labeling someone. It's about protecting your mental health, your peace, your identity. No one deserves to be diminished or destroyed for someone else's ego. If you've been hurt by someone like this, you're not weak, you're human. And healing is possible. It begins by seeing the truth, speaking the truth, and surrounding yourself with people who honor your truth. Thank you for listening. Please share this talk with someone who might need to hear it. And always remember, you are not alone, you are not crazy, you are worth protecting.